in corporate health and wellness management, as well as 2 master's degrees, one in corporate health and wellness administration, and the other in occupational safety and health management. After completion of her second master's degree, she returned to Colorado, where she later went on to receive her certification from the Fearless Living Institute in Boulder, Colorado, as a certified Fearless Living life coach. Jade works with people of all ages, from all walks of life, motivating them to get unstuck and moving on to their path of where they want to go, challenging them to be the very best person that they are meant to be. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Jade Whitman to the stage.
Thank you. I am so honored to be here speaking with you tonight. What a wonderful group of people, and just to be here to celebrate and congratulate you on your achievements. I know the journey for many of you has not been easy. You've had kids to raise, you've had other jobs you've had to go to, many obstacles that you've had to overcome. And yet you still made the choice to overcome those obstacles, continue what you're doing, and look where you are today. Yahoo! I love the word Yahoo. It's fun to say, it makes me smile. And it also is a great acronym that I use. Yahoo stands for, you always have other options, so you'll never be stuck. If you ever feel like you can't go forward, you have an obstacle, think Yahoo! Brainstorm, call your friends, use your support team, ask people how you can get unstuck, think out of the box, find a different job. It's great to have a Yahoo moment. As you make choices in your life, take responsibility for those choices. You're the one who puts your life where it is. You're the one who takes control of it. Don't let anybody else have that power. You're the one who makes the choices. So take responsibility for them and move on. Do what you want to do. Always have goals. Never stop learning. Just because this is your graduation tonight, there's still so much to learn and so much to do in your life. And it's so exciting. What are your priorities in life? As you go forward and you have goals, make sure you turn those dreams into goals. And to reach those goals, you have to have a plan. Have a plan. Have step by step. If you get your first job, where do you really want to go? Make sure you continually have goals and celebrate when you reach them. Acknowledge yourself for all the work that you've done. You've done a great job. As you make those choices in life and you go on reaching those goals, it gets a little scary. Sometimes that fear comes up and you want to stop and I can't do this, I can't go on. That's just your fear. It just wants you to be safe and continue where you are, which is your comfort zone. We're all comfortable in our comfort zone. We know what's going to happen. We're safe there. We like it there. It's nice and cozy. Get out of your comfort zone. Break through. Take a risk in life. Take baby steps. It doesn't have to be a huge risk. I encourage everybody to take a risk every single day. Even a risk such as saying hi to somebody new, speaking to somebody new. Try something new on the menu at a restaurant. Go to a new restaurant. Get out of your box. Get out of your comfort zone. Take a risk. There is such a huge world to see. Experience it. Be in it. Don't just let it stop and pass you by. Be in it. My job as a coach, and one of my biggest goals, is to help my clients be comfortable being uncomfortable. We don't like being uncomfortable. It gets that kind of icky feeling, we don't know what to do. Sit with it. See what happens. Take the next step. If it doesn't work out the way you want, take a different road. It happens to everybody. It doesn't have to be perfect. Life isn't perfect. Roll with the punches, you make a new plan. So get out of your comfort zone. As you take those risks, it can be a little scary, but I encourage you to embrace it. For almost 20 years, I was a risk consultant, and that coincided with being a safety engineer. So what I would do is go into companies and I would ask them, what if a catastrophe happened? How would you mitigate that? What if you had a fire? How would you mitigate that? What if something bad happened? How would you handle that? It was always what if, and I did a lot of presentations on what if. Once I found my passion and I became a life coach, I still use that a lot. I use the what if, but now it's full of possibilities. What if you reach this goal? What if you can't do this? Don't think what if something bad happens. What if something great happens? Think what if. There's always possibilities out there. Find your passion. Know what you're good at. Know what you're not so good at. Don't take a job with a lot of things that you're not great at. I hate writing reports. I don't do jobs where I have to write a lot of reports. Excuse me. Now I have an exercise for you. If everybody can put their 2 fingers out like this. Okay? Turn one finger upside down and it goes around the other finger. This is the world evolving around you. Doesn't happen. I know some of you might be going, oh, what do you mean the world doesn't evolve around me? It's not about you. You are in control of your own life. So if you're on the highway, somebody cuts you off, they're probably not thinking that that's going to be Green Honda Day and they're going to cut off all the Green Hondas. It's probably not about you. Who knows what kind of day they had? And likewise with you, if you've had a bad day, it doesn't have to be about everybody else. So consider people's life paths. We all have our own experiences. We all have our own plans. We all have our own goals. And while we come together to support each other, it's not always just about us. When I was in grad school, I had a scholarship, and part of my scholarship fulfillment was to teach classes as a grad assistant. I had to teach a lot of very different classes. One was Frisbee. You got a credit for taking a semester of Frisbee. I loved Frisbee. So I thought, what a cake class, this should be fun. Little did I know, there's a whole itinerary and syllabus of specific games and skills that you must learn in Frisbee. Okay, so being the perfectionist teacher that I was, I wanted to make sure everybody learned the game specifically. There was one day, we had a challenging game of Frisbee. New rules. And they just couldn't get it. I explained the rules over and over, and they kept playing it wrong and using the wrong point system. And I was so upset. I was getting so upset because they weren't learning the rules that I had in mind. They weren't following my goal. I got so upset. It was about halfway through the class, and I said, that's it! Everybody go home. Frisbee's over today. We're done. And they all looked at me like, oh my gosh, who is this mad boy? So insane about Frisbee. I was almost in tears over this. And as one of the kids in my class was walking by, he threw a Frisbee at me and he goes, oh my God, it's just Frisbee. I use that as a huge life lesson now. When things get too serious, when I start thinking the world evolves around me and everybody's at the same goal I am, I stop and think, you know what, it's just Frisbee. It's not going to change my world. It's not going to make my day. I'm not going to remember this in 5 years from now. It's just Frisbee. In conclusion, the definition of commencement is not the end, but the beginning. So this is the beginning of your journey. Take it wherever you want to go. Embrace the scariness of it. Let that fear come in. It's just fear. It's just your comfort zone. Take baby steps. Get over it. Move on. You're going to do great. You are Congratulations. Y'all